this is a celebration of arts and culture. What can you tell us about the culture part of the evening's entertainment?
We have some very interesting world cultures represented, and I actually made a list because I wasn't sure I'd remember all of them, but the countries that will be represented in one form or another by music or dance or both involve France, Russia, China, Spain, Mexico, Bali, the Caribbean, Colombia, other parts of Latin America, Norway, the Middle East, Macedonia, Israel, India, Brazil, and Eastern Europe. Wow. And I may have left something out. But we really have an extraordinary mix, so you can really travel the world without leaving Morristown. And it's a great opportunity to hear and see things you might not otherwise get to hear or see. Mm-hmm. The Chinese Theater Works group is bringing a shadow puppet play called Tiger Tales, which is something that would be fascinating for adults as well as for children. It actually talks about being powerless in a world that's dominated by large, powerful creatures. So there are parables between that and our current world, and yet it's the meek and the mild who somehow manage to triumph. Mm-hmm. So there are lessons for all of us in that. There's other groups that will be performing. The Bara Mia dance troupe, which has performed for world presidents, the American presidents, the Russian presidents, at the UN, at the Waldorf Astoria, at the Smithsonian. This dance troupe is going to be performing the French can-can and also Roma gypsy dancing, which is very passionate and very exotic. We will also have a group called Balam, which will be bringing Balinese dance, Spanish dancing, and French court Baroque dancing, which is all in one sort of microcosm. And we'll have the David Gluck International Ensemble, which plays music from almost all of those countries that I mentioned before. They are all Juilliard graduates, and they are just marvelous musicians, very polished and very exciting to hear. We have, as I mentioned before, Matuto, which blends bluegrass and Brazilian music. We have the Mariachi Citlali group, which has played for a host of Mexican presidents and American presidents, and again played at the UN. This is a group that does traditional mariachi music, and they bring their quitarone, and they bring their, all of their different instruments, the trumpet and the smaller guitars and so forth. And they really give you a taste of genuine Mexican mariachi music. The Conroy Warren Trio will bring you a taste of the Caribbean. So bring your dancing shoes. The conga line forms on the right. And they will have you doing the limbo as well, probably. And then, of course, there are other groups like the Salsa O Club dance group, which is a group that does Colombian salsa dancing, but also does Argentinian tango and does a whole variety of Latin dances with the most amazing virtuosity. And they have extraordinarily rapid footwork. You can hardly see their feet move. They're very exciting to watch, and they're very interested in teaching others how to do some of those dances. So it's a very nice participatory experience.